I think if you are, feeling the niggle or like you keep coming back to that same feeling, is usually your intuition telling you that there's something there that needs to be brought up and that needs to be worked on. And, obviously I'm in a space where I just trust that now and just book it, just book flights. But if you're not there yet, I would say still trust yourself on that feeling, because you're probably meant to be there. You will be meant to be there if you've been feeling that nudge or wanting to go.
Imagine discovering a pathway that cuts through the noise of trying to heal, to instead offer you a clear, revolutionary initiation into your most connected, abundant, loved, and purpose-filled self. A place where your dreams transform into personal reality. I'm Allura Halliwell, founder of the Consciousness Method, and it's with deep gratitude that I connect with beautiful souls who have already experienced this transformative method firsthand. They'll share how it has profoundly changed their lives and led them into inner truth. Hello, June. I am so happy to be here with you today. I feel like I should call you June Mack. It's like a DJ name, and you look like a DJ because you've got this green light coming and it's like you're about to get on the decks. So welcome, June Mack.
Thank you. Thanks so much for having me. I actually love being called June Mack. A few people do that and I don't mind it. So go for it. Thank you so much. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm so happy to have you here. Let's let you do your bio so everyone knows who you are. You'll do it much better than I will.
Oh, now I feel pressure because I've just changed it. I'm like, what's my new bio again? So I work with people on intuitive leadership. So basically I help you to amplify your intuitive gifts and use them to create a soul-aligned life. And also businesses. So I work with sort of two lots of main people. So helping you just amplify your abilities in general to create a better life, because I do believe that it just amplifies everything for the better.
Yes.
And also one of my other passions is definitely soul-aligned businesses. So I kind of help people, some that are in our space. So some psychics, healers, spiritual coaches, but also people that you might call normies, but just believe that there's so much more to having a business that feels really good, and that intuition is a huge part of it. And they're hiding everywhere, I tell you, these intuitive people that appear normal. So yeah, that's my bio.
I love that. And I love the whole creation around intuition. Like, it's something that in my work, it feels like an organic byproduct of the work we do. It seems to just naturally enhance intuition, but I think there's so much more for me to explore there and just expand into. So, and I know you came to the retreat, and I want to hear more about like your experiences at the retreat that, you went through around all the kind of things you went through. But I want to tell me more about intuition. Like, when did you fall in love with intuition and know that it was like the key to so much expansion, really?
Yeah, and you're so right. Absolutely, what you're doing it just comes on board naturally. It's almost like a byproduct of doing the inner work. And definitely the more you do the inner work, the more your intuition expands. But I guess I've always been connected to the spiritual world, like since a child. I had experiences where Mum thought I had imaginary friends, but they were looking back on it. She thought I was going a little crazy and thought I was lonely because I was an only child at the time. And so then had my sister because she thought I was cuckoo. Yeah, but looking back on it, I was seeing spirit back then. And it kind of just came on and off my whole life, though. I wouldn't say that, how there are some people that are like, I was talking to them always. I wasn't really like that. It was sort of on and off, in and out, like a common thread throughout my life that I was always passionate about, but didn't know how to turn it on, how to use it to my advantage. It had happened when I didn't want it to happen. When I wanted it to happen, nothing would happen. So it wasn't until the birth of my second daughter, really, that it started to ramp up. And this was 2020, coincidentally also. So we were all forced to kind of go within, the quiet happened. And with the quiet came more ghosties. And, just spirit. Like at the time looking back on it, I know it was them saying it's time to wake up now. It's time to start doing your soul work. And I signed up to my first intuitive development course because I actually didn't realize you could like purposely develop it. I thought it was just a thing you either had or you didn't have it. And then sort of then stepping into that world, it was just a huge, fast snowball. Just complete 360 on my life. If I look back to where I was then to where I am now, I would have never have seen this all coming and that it would be my career. I'm the breadwinner now for a family of 5.
Wow.
It just completely, because I guess it aligns you with what you came here to do and makes everything just like that passion that I have behind what I do. And I know you have that too. That's for Allura. And it was all stemmed from really that one intuitive development program, which, yes, that's led me to here because you just get stronger. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thing.
So like on the daily, how would you use your intuition? Because I'm just fascinated to hear, like, how do you cultivate or activate? Are you just in relationship with that part of you and you question it and like tune into it? Or is it just very much like on a need to know basis? It's like, show me, I need to understand, give me the sign. Or how does that come up for you?
That's a really good question. Lots of different ways. I'm not like one of those people that walks around and is constantly receiving things, because I do have my boundaries up pretty strong now, because it can get exhausting being at that, heightened vibration all the time.
I know, yes.
Yes, as you would know. But I do have regular times that I will make to connect. So going for walks in nature is one of my big ways that I like to connect, and it just naturally starts coming through now. If there's something I'm not taking notice of, or if there's a direction that I haven't noticed, maybe I'm going in the wrong direction. They're like, what are you doing that for? Just readjust and go back this way instead. And sometimes I do intentionally also sit down. So I've learnt to harness it in a way that I can ask a question and then they'll give me steps. All right, you want to know how to do this? Here's step 1, 2, 3, and 4. Action. But I got to sit down and kind of make the time to write that out, because as you know, sometimes when you're receiving insights, if you don't capture it, they disappear.
It's just like, boom, one chance, get that down and we're out of here.
Yeah, yes. So on a daily, that's probably helps. I do try to make time to connect every day, but it doesn't have to be a lot. For me, 10, 12 minutes here or there is enough. I try to make at least 3 times a week. Sometimes it's a lot more, but I have 3 kids, so as you do as well.
Yeah,
sometimes it's not a lot. But, in those moments of in the shower, driving the car, if they can't get to me in those times that I will make purposefully, they'll just get to me in those quiet times. So they're pretty pushy.
They're like, June, we need you to listen. Come on, let's go. I love that so much. And I think it's a power. It's a superpower that we all need to know we have, and we all need to know is available to us. And I was practicing with my daughter this morning. I was like, I want you to pick up from these like colored balls and put one ball in your special little, she had this little dumpling holder, and I want you to tell me what color it is without looking. And we just practiced, and she was like getting really, really good at it. And I was like, well, this is how you read reality without using your eyes, because all the information is in the consciousness and you just need to tune in to see what that is. And I know there's like amazing schools where kids learn their whole curriculum with their eyes closed and just sensing the information. But I feel like it's something as humans we need to remember we have, and we need to keep expanding into. And from there, I know for myself, the guidance just gets so loud and clear, and there's actually just no other way to go than how you're kind of being shown to do things often. And I'm like, wow, it's just, there's no second guessing yourself. There's no kind of, oh, I'm not sure if I'm on the right path. It's like, no, this is just where you're going. It doesn't matter the outcome of that, or you're not attached to what happens or doesn't happen. It's just like, no, this is the path that we need to walk now, which I love.
Yeah, and it definitely takes like development. At the beginning, I definitely was a lot in my own head, like, did I really get that as guidance, or am I just imagining it? But it does get to a point where you stop thinking so much actually and just start actioning the things, because you do trust yourself so much. But yeah, that's
the trust is
I
huge.
can help you trust yourself.
Yeah, that's a great line. Like, pop that in your bio.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so good. So I'm so grateful you came to the retreat. It was so beautiful having you there. I always just feel really honored when, others that are doing such big work take the time to come along and experience, what I have to offer. So thank you for coming. And
Thank you. It was amazing. I loved it.
so good. I'm so glad. So yeah, because you did a beautiful series as well about you doing the work so you could do the work, which I just really loved. So tell me, what were some of the things that you experienced there, or some insights that maybe supported your growth in yourself?
Yeah, there was a lot. Like, I have pages and pages actually that I've written out, which I probably should have reviewed before we jumped on, but I can remember a lot of it. But really, I think the power of it also is creating the time to actually sit with the things that have been trying to be brought up into your awareness that you need to work on, but not, if I didn't have that retreat and have that time, as someone who runs my own business, as someone who is a mum of, 3 and my youngest is 2 years old, I wouldn't have done it on my own. And having you to help, just, I guess, initiate the conversations and then put you into a state of deep meditation. Things are then brought up, and I have so many things. So probably some of the things that were brought up, mostly like common themes, were around safety. So I think that there were lots of situations that I didn't feel safe in my own life, but I was trying to create safety by creating more money. I was like, if I just get to this level, in my business, then I'll feel okay. If I just get to this level, then I'll feel okay. But really, that wasn't what I was searching for. What I was searching for was the actual underlying emotion of it all, which was the feeling safe, which then the meditations bring up as to why you are feeling unsafe in the first place. And then actually you holding that space to move through the feelings and emotions. And I guess in sitting in them, you're then able to let them go. So no way I would have figured that out on my own.
That's huge.
No way. So that was probably, one of the main ones for sure. And then even there was stuff around sharing my voice too. So people think, you've got a podcast or you're always teaching, like you're quite confident with sharing your voice. But no, there's actually like a lot of layers there that I do hold back. And I had been holding back on, and literally linked it back to this like memory of being in like year 7 or year 8 and speaking up and then being shut down by the cool kids in the class. And it's just so funny how you can think, how can all that be attached to this one, you think it's an insignificant, memory, but obviously it's affected you because it stops you from speaking up because of that instant shutdown, back then. So it's just crazy. The whole thing was wild. What can I say?
I just love that. Connecting the dots is so powerful. Yeah. And these, like, the core wounds that we, I talk about in the work are just such underlying design patterns that if we don't illuminate and bring consciousness to, they're just carrying us through the river of life. And we're like, we just do things automatically. But for you to find, wow, that you don't have to create more money to be safe internally means that you're just going to be able to be so expansive and just have as much money as you want and desire and more in abundance, but it's going to come from your safety as opposed from your survival mode and your trying to reach for it, which is going to shift a lot.
Yes, and also having two sides of the family that come from, like, my mum's from the Philippines, so strict poverty lines, like literally grew up in a lot of poverty over there. You go over there and my family still lives in that poverty. So there's that whole other aspect to it on both sides also of like breaking the poverty lines, ancestral patterns too. So, that brings a whole nother layer into it also.
Yeah, that's big. I've got quite a number of people right now working with their ancestral and country lines, like their deep genetic cellular design patterns, which are just on another level. And the consciousness there seems to kind of be important now because we're shifting not only internally, but we're shifting the template that runs through so many places on a vaster level. So I think that work, when we realize that and begin to step into that, can be so empowering for us and so powerful because we're just reclaiming so much energy that gets lost in those survival patterns, and then we're just more supercharged to be in creation. So I love that. It's so good.
It's so annoying that there's so many layers and levels to it.
I know. It's like nonstop. I mean, for me, I'm just like, I love a layer.
I'm like, when will it end? When will
When
it
can I
end?
just put the full stop there?
Yeah.
I'm just all about the layers. I'm like, let's just do one more. But yeah, and actually, you know, and the other part of the work that we do is kind of the pain and fear work to find how to get into those deeper layers. Did you have a go at the pain portal? Did that open for you?
Yes, and I've also attempted to do it again on my own afterwards. So I guess that's a really good selling point that I will bring up for your your retreat, Allura, is the fact that you then feel almost safe to bring it up the pain portal on your own, you know, in your own time, because you're like, no, there's still something else there, or there's another, like you said, another layer or another level that I need to go into. And then, oh my gosh, and then the Kundalini stuff that happened, that's given me a whole nother tool of working through the pain portal. So that's just been insane, that journey.
Tell me about the Kundalini.
So that was my first experience with Kundalini energy, and it was just crazy because I think I told you that I just knew I needed to book that retreat, and I had no idea what you were doing. I didn't read the thing at all. I just looked at the dates. I was like, yep, cool, I'm going to book that in. And so I didn't know you were going to do a Kundalini activation, but that, I believe, that energy had been trying to come and work through prior, like looking back now, and I didn't even know what it was really. I knew a little bit, but then did a whole lot of research after it happened. And anyway, basically, I guess an easy way to explain it is that it's an energy that helps to vibrate out lower vibrational energies within you so that you can hold more light. And when I am working through the pain portal, that will instantly activate now. And yeah, it just starts shaking it out of me. And you know what even happens actually? So I had a photo shoot, like a new branding photo shoot for my business a few weeks ago. And obviously there was something that needed to be shifted prior the day before. So I was trying to go to sleep the night before. I avoided meditating because I knew there was something that wanted to come up. And I was like, can't be bothered. But my body literally the Kundalini started working while I was trying to go to sleep. I'm like, here it is. It's come to, you know, vibrate whatever needs to be, removed. So I just surrendered to it and let that happen, even though I was trying to go to sleep. I was like, fine, obviously something needs to go before tomorrow. And then I felt great for my photo shoot. So
Oh my gosh.
yeah, it's so handy. So thank you for introducing me to that.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. My absolute pleasure. To be honest, that was like the biggest part of my upgrade for myself as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
My Kundalini was a beast. She was out of control. She was like, you cannot sit still. You cannot even walk. You cannot even do grocery shopping. Like I remember being in the like frozen food aisle of Coles and just all of a sudden being overtaken with a Kundalini activation and ending up on the floor in the frozen food aisle. And the woman's like coming past with her mop was like, are you okay? I'm like, no, I'm going to be okay. And I'm just like letting it move through me. She's like, can I call an ambulance? I'm like, no, I'm totally fine.
Oh my
I'll be out of here in a minute. And then it just has its way with me. And I'm like, oh, okay, we're off again.
It's done. That's so interesting because I can push it down.
Yes.
I feel like
I wish I could have done that.
I'm like, oh no, this is not a convenient time. I'm like, go back. I'll go back out later.
Go and yeah, chill. I'm gonna yeah, no, mine was like, no.
It was just kind of, I can swallow mine down, so that's lucky.
Yeah, that's lucky. Like it makes it hard to drive and live and do anything.
Oh my gosh, I can't imagine. That's crazy.
So yeah, no, that's good. But no, I'm so pleased that activation has worked through you, and to use it with the pain portal is just next level because pain is just stored density in our bodies that just needs to be released for more consciousness to arrive. So
I love it. I love it now. It feels amazing.
So good.
Yeah. And I feel like your body also integrates and gets used to that energy because it was so intense the first time that you held the space to allow that through. And now I can get away sometimes with a little light, like
just a little.
Yeah. But yeah, it depends on where I am and how much I am, free to let it surrender.
Yeah.
Or if I let it. But it's not as intense as first, situations. Definitely calm down.
That's good to hear. And I remember you went out of the the room to go to the bathroom.
Yes.
Tell us what happened.
Yes. Oh my gosh. So again, because call me silly, but I didn't even know that Kundalini was connected to the snake. Right? I didn't know. And throughout that whole activation, I was just seeing snakes, and a golden snake actually just like twirling up, which then I found out afterwards that's what it is, twirling up his spine, the energy, which is just crazy. And yeah, just snakes, so many different forms of snakes, cobras. And I thought, gosh, that's just crazy. What's snakes? Maybe it's transformation, all that type of thing. I'd also worn my snake necklace that day, just FYI, which was,
Whoa.
Just intuitively put it on. And as it finished, I got up to go to the bathroom and I felt like, am I on earth? Like, because I felt so, out of it for that hour. I went to the bathroom, and as I was coming back to the room, I was like, what is with those snakes? Was that actually a thing? This guy literally stepped in front of me who had a snake in the twirled up position, like drawing printed on the back of his shirt. Oh, wow. And I literally followed him the whole way. But when we got to the room, I turned right and he turned left. And I was like, what the heck? That's not an accident.
That is not an accident.
No, like obviously it's like, yes, the Kundalini has been activated.
It's arrived.
Yes.
And it's so wild. And actually, we've had live snakes show up to past retreats.
What? That's crazy.
Live snakes. Literally, we'll finish an activation. I think there was 2 or 3 times. I remember 2 clearly in Queensland, and there was one in Victoria, actually, when we walked, we finished, and then we finished the event, and there was a snake either, like once it was slithering across the actual exit, so people had to step over the snake to get out of the room. The other one, we saw it like an hour later, like slithering through where we were, and it was just that energy when you begin to go there. I don't know, the snake just seems to love it and wants to come and play.
I'm glad mine was a T-shirt.
Yours was a T-shirt, but actually when I heard you say it, at first I registered that someone had walked into the hotel with a python wrapped around their neck. I was like, oh my God, yes, the snake is here.
It was a print. Not a real snake.
It was so funny.
Sorry to let you down there.
No, that's so good. I'm so happy. No, I'm so happy that energy is here, and it's powerful. Have you noticed a shift in your intuition having that energy online?
Yeah, 100%. I definitely, after the event, went into like a big upgrade type of, like kind of like wormholes. Where it's like your body just wants to rest and integrate like everything that you've just gone through. But then when you come out of the wormholes, it's always amazing because you just have that next level clarity of like, and that again, motivation of it's go time. Like, let's go. So I do surrender now more so I know what's happening, in those down moments where it's like, okay, upgrade's going on. We just need to integrate all of this. And then I'm in the go time. So
yes.
I'm happy now.
That's so interesting, I think, because I know, and not necessarily yourself, but I meet a lot of spiritual people that are like, I just want to be high vibe. I want to be like doing all the things and creating. And I'm so passionate about, yes, but we're going to go to the core and rewrite from that root. And then you're just going to have more access. But, allowing people, I suppose guiding people to allow that space of reorientation is huge.
Yes. And that's like, mentoring a lot of people that, especially that are in their own businesses or that are into very self-developmental type things. It's a rite of passage. You have to like almost surrender to sometimes that like down moment where you just want to rest, where you're not highly motivated, but just trust and allow whatever wants to be brought up. Because often that's the times when things need to be shifted and it needs to come to your attention. Work through the things and eventually you'll come back out, but you'll come back out quicker if you surrender to what you need to work on instead of trying to bypass it. Unless you have Kundalini, which then wakes you up and makes you do it anyway.
Kundalini is just like fast track. I'm not waiting for you.
You're trying to bypass this. I'm just going to bring it out on your own. It's going to happen anyway.
Yeah, exactly. I love that. No, it's so powerful. And then I'd love you to share, speaking of, you mentioned ghosties before. We're at the retreat. Yes. What happened with the ghosting?
Oh, so funny. So, because we hadn't looked at really even where we were staying, because both Charlene, who was on your podcast, who was one of my clients for the past like 3 years, we both at the same time were like, have you seen this? Like, have you seen this retreat? You want to go? Yep, let's go. And then we just booked, and then we didn't even look at where we were staying or anything. And so we literally got to Sydney and looked up where we were staying. What was it called again? Where did we stay again?
The Carrington Hotel.
Yeah, the Carrington Hotel. And so we were like, oh, let's look at where we're staying tomorrow. And then as you Google it, everything that pops up is like, here's the YouTube video of the ghost tour we've done of the Carrington Hotel. Have you Googled it?
No.
Ghost stories. Oh my gosh. So we're like crapping our pants the night before watching all these videos on how haunted this hotel is. Hundreds, Allura. It's a well-known place. Anyway, so I'm like, oh, crap, because I can be sensitive to places like that. And same as Charlene, who I went with, because she's highly intuitive as well. And so before we even go, I'm putting up my boundaries like, no one's getting in that room. Nothing's happening. So before, you get into the place, you can feel the energy. It's not a bad energy. It's not bad at all. No, it's a lovely place. I love the hotel. But I just didn't want to. I just didn't feel like talking to people, like I didn't feel like talking to spirits. So I was gridding my room, like our room that we were sleeping in, going, any, spirits here or whatever that, just walk-ins. And not for my highest and greatest good right now. I don't want to chat basically, and just, protecting the space. So I was doing it in the shape of the room, right? So floor, wall, ceiling, like over and over again. Then I fell asleep. I woke up at 2 a.m. and nothing happened on the first night. The second night, 2 a.m. in the morning, and hearing these really loud footsteps like on the roof above me, going from left to right, like boom, 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 boom. And then going from like right to left again, boom, 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 like really loud, like almost to the point where you could imagine like, dust falling down from the ceiling because it was so loud. And I looked at the time, I'm like, who is doing that at 2 a.m.? And then I went, okay, hang on a second. Our room is below a mezzanine. There's actually not a room up there. It's like a semi-roof / balcony thing. And then I went, oh no, because I realized it's like one of the little cheeky, energies in the place who's like, okay, you've gridded the walls, ceiling. We can get to you. You can hear us from the top. So I literally said in my head, if you are not, like one of my spirit team, if you're just a visitor and you're not here for my highest and greatest good, please stop. And literally it stopped right above my head instantly. As it was like walking from right to left again, it just instantly stopped. And then I was like, oh no. Going, no, I'm scared. And I turned the light on for a minute and I'm like, oh, it's okay. And then so anyway, I gridded it like to the universe. After that, I'm like, all right, instead of doing the box shape, I'm just going to do a pyramid that goes up to the universe and then down so that they can't find another way. In my head, I'm like, you cheeky little bugger, you found a way to like still freak me out by doing that. And also other people had seen the night before things. So we were hearing stories. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh my God, June, that's so funny. It's so...
Makes a good story, doesn't it?
It's a great story. And just adds to the retreat vibes, really.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Spiritual work. And it was a friendly ghost, but just like a little cheeky one.
Cheeky one.
Wanted to chat for some reason.
Well, we've upgraded. Our next retreat will be at the Novotel.
Oh, cool.
So we're going to be... with a big ballroom.
Not one of the hot spots for haunted places.
No more haunted spaces. We've upgraded. So
anyway, you should go and YouTube it, look it up after. You'll find
I might just, go back and check. That's so funny. I mean, yeah, I love that. I went through a period where I was just wide open to that. It was got a lot. Yeah. It was a lot. And Yeah,
you're in control always. And that's what you can teach people is that you don't have to have those experiences if you don't want to. Just be more clever and just grid into the universe instead of the ceiling.
It's so good. Yeah, you weren't alone. So many others had encounters that weekend.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
So good. So amazing. So I'm just really grateful to hear all the experiences you've had. And I suppose from there, is there anything you'd say maybe to someone that's considering the retreat that might think about it?
Yeah, I think if you are, feeling the niggle or like you keep coming back to that same feeling, is usually your intuition telling you that there's something there that needs to be brought up and that needs to be worked on. And, you know, obviously I'm in a space where I just trust that now and just book flights. But if you're not there yet, I would say still trust yourself on that feeling, because you're probably meant to be there. You will be meant to be there if you've been feeling that nudge or wanting to go. And, you know, if anything, even the people that I met, like just the most, lovely people, and everyone had had issues with food, you know, like in terms of like I'm dairy and gluten intolerant, and there was like vegans and other intolerant people. I'm like, this is the best. So many dietary requirements for spiritual people.
Tell me about it.
I know, like, you are my people who don't want to eat meat and all that sort of stuff. I'm like, I felt so at home, because usually I'm like the odd one, like, wow, you can't eat a lot of things, you know. But
I know.
Amongst other spiritually minded people, so.
The community is pretty rocking. Everyone's pretty into it and doing so much work, and
and you're a great facilitator also. I'm not just saying that because I'm on your podcast. You hold a really great space, and you know, for someone that's had these crazy ass experiences, you're also super normal. You know, you have a laugh and you're funny. Like, some spiritual people aren't humorous, so it's nice. It's a nice fresh change.
Try and be chill and enjoy it while we're going through it all, because it's a lot. It's a lot for us.
Yes, but highly powerful work, definitely. And I'll definitely, you know, if people are drawn to you, I'll definitely recommend it, because I loved it. It was so good.
So happy.
Love the whole experience. No, you're so welcome. Thank you for having me.
Oh, my pleasure. And I want you to share, for those that want to deepen intuitive work, where can they find you, or what can they do?
So junemack.com, you can find me. Instagram is probably the social platform I'm most active on, so that's at Ms. June Mack. I also have a podcast which is going to be rebranded soon to the Intuitive Leader Untamed podcast. Yeah, so look that up. It's I won't tell you what it currently is, because I'm hoping to change it anyway, just look up June Mack podcast, and it's currently the Little Psychic podcast, but it's getting a rebrand.
Wow, that's so powerful.
Yes,
I'm so excited for you.
Yes, and that's actually how I met Allura, on my podcast.
Yeah, I know. I was a guest.
Yes, she was a guest.
I went from there. I love this. I love the weaving of the web.
I know, and I get pitched people to speak on my podcast all the time, and I usually am like, yeah. But I looked at your photo and was instantly like, oh no, I need to have this person on. And then it's just crazy how, you know, then it continues, and then I went to
life evolves.
Yes, and then send clients to you, and I've got clients of yours. Like, it's just crazy, isn't it?
I know. I love that. I love that vibe, and that's what we're here for, to collaborate and create, and whatever anyone needs. It's all about getting what people need. It's, you know, not about you or me. It's like, where can you get what you need? Because I just want everyone to have the fullest life they can possibly have.
Absolutely. And I have found that to be a great intuitive, the number one thing is to actually do the inner work, to release the blocks around that. And that's where the secret weapon is. So we work really well together.
I know. We're a team. Great team.
Because you can pop all that side off. So that's great.
I just get all those really dense, like, programming things out of the way, and then you can just take them higher.
You work those layers.
I love those layers. Thank you so much, June, for being here today.
Amazing.
Yeah, so good to chat.
You're the best.
I'll see you soon.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye. It's been an absolute pleasure to spend this time with you, and to say thank you, I'd like to share with you 3 beautiful meditations to explore your core wounding, and a collection of masterclasses. You'll find these in your show notes. And if you feel the synergy to this path, know that it is available to you also.